Say hi to Twitch. Look, hey, we got some knowledge to talk about today, right? We got a big statement. Magnus had a statement. Magnus came out with his statement. It probably been like 6 hours now. When I saw it, it was like 3 hours ago. It was like, hey, 3 hours ago, which was like 3 hours ago, something like that. So, all right. Here it is. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. We always shout it out real quick, of course, for the YouTube people as well. Make sure you get some merch right here, shopcantymerch.com. COE, get your gear, right? Especially people know that over here on Twitch as well. Perfect. Grab that. Now, let's get into the talk today. I'm actually going to pull up the tweet. I already have it. I retweeted it myself on my Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at GMCanty, right? So I'm going to pull up the statement. We're going to read it, and we're going to talk about it. Here we go. Right. Boom. There's the statement. So, statement says... Dear Chess World, at the 2022 Singfield Cup, I made the unprecedented professional decision to withdraw from the tournament after round 3 game against Hans Niemann. A week later, during the Champions Chess Tour, I resigned against Hans Niemann after playing only one move. I know that my actions have frustrated many in the chess community. I'm frustrated. I want to play chess. I want to continue to play chess at the highest level in the best events. I believe that cheating in chess is a big deal. And an bro, this word I've never seen. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Nobody ever said this word to me. So when I read this, I had to read it, and I'm still getting it wrong. Existential threat to the game. I've never read that in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. Big words from Big Mag. Okay, I ain't never seen that word. I ain't gonna lie to you there, but threat to the game. Okay, so is it a threat to the existence of the game? Got it. I also believe that chess organizers are all those who care about the sanctity of the game. We love should wait, let me read that sentence again. I also believe that the chess organizers and all those who care about the sanctity of the game we love should seriously consider increasingly security measures and methods of cheat detection for over-the-board chess. Oops, sorry, kind of clicked on that. Can you still see it? Okay. When Niemann was invited last minute to 2022 Singfield Cup, I strongly considered withdrawing prior to the event. I ultimately chose to play. I believe that Niemann has cheated before, and more recently that he has publicly admitted. Let me read that again, right? I believe that Niemann has cheated more and more recently than he has publicly admitted. Yo, I mean, did you hear that? Bro, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
He needs some milk.
I believe that Niemann has cheated more and more recently than he has publicly admitted. Yo, this is on the chess world on fire right now, bro. The chess world on fire. He ain't come out and say, bro, I believe, like you're cheating for real, but it actually is that. In fact, it's just in a very professional way. So no suing, no nothing, right? Because at the end, wait till you get to the end here, right? His over-the-board progress has been unusual, and throughout our game in Singfield Cup, I had the impression that he wasn't tense or even fully concentrating on the game in critical positions. Now let me stop right there. I know Hans. I remember him. I used to think this as well. I mean, he was 12 at FM at 12. I remember, and we drew the game, right? But and I was actually winning that game too. I remember that, yeah. But the game, he actually did this. He always looks bored at the board. And think about this, right? He's this guy that sits there like this at the board. He'd be looking around. Like if he had a watch, it'd be like, man, come on, bro, you gonna move? Like that's how he act. That's his demeanor when he plays. And actually, as I got stronger, I started to do that a little bit too because it annoys your opponent, right? This is getting in the mind of your opponent, right? Bruh. So I am that guy that will just sit around. I'm looking around. I'm not interested in the game as much because I know what I'm gonna do already, right? That's the kind of vibe he gives off a lot of times. So in that part, I can't see that already just being Hans. But at the same time, Magnus did state it, right? So I do remember that. But so he says, I had the impression that he wasn't tense or fully concentrating on the game in critical positions while outplaying me as black in a way I think only a handful of players can do. That's it. Nobody else. So you say Han's not capable? That's what he's saying. You're not capable of doing this. He doesn't do this. Something's wrong. This game contributed to changing my perspective. That's huge. We must do something about cheating, and for my part going forward, I don't want to play against people that have cheated repeatedly in the past because I don't know what they are capable of doing in the future. There's more that I would like to say. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm limited to what I can say without explicit permission from Niemann. Bruh. I was like, wait, what? Oh, that's the professional side, saying like if I say what I already know and blah 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 and this and that and blah blah blah, like I can get sued probably. It's just some type of legality stuff there that I didn't go to school for none of that, right? And some of y'all know and some of you don't, right? So we sitting here like, wow, you need permission from Hans to say this? Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You got some information? Like now sort of really like, and I watched Hikaru's video on this too as well. Shout out to Big Hikaru. Make sure y'all go watch his recap about this. This was very informational because he pulled up some games, some other stuff too. I think he had a very, very good one. But I'm gonna speak exactly what he said. In fact, is the ball is in Hans' court, like for real. It's up to Hans now, bro. Hey, my man said you cheat, and you gonna back yourself up and say that you didn't cheat, or you ain't gonna say nothing. And if you don't say nothing, my guy, it's gonna. I mean, there you go up there on the screen, right there, right. You see yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that it's gonna be one of those real fast. It's gonna be one of those because you ain't say nothing, right? You didn't say nothing. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is. And I mean, I actually am 50-50 now. Like I don't know, but like how, right? Is the how part is the biggest part. Is how, right? If we have the evidence of like what happened and how, then different, right? It like how, right? You know what I mean? That's the part that we're all looking for. That's the part we're all looking for. How? How did you, if you did, then how, right? Because at this level, it's extremely hard to, right? But Magnus is convinced. That man is convinced, bro. That man is convinced. So it's definitely difficult. Definitely difficult. But let's read the rest of it, right? So, oh yeah. There's more than what I would like to say. Unfortunately, at this time, I am limited to what I can say without explicit permission from Neiman to speak openly. So far, I have only been able to speak with my actions. And those actions have stated clearly that I am not willing to play chess with Hans Niemann. That's it. It's out there. It's out there. And who else said? Hikaru said, what's going to happen? U.S. Championship like 2 weeks away. And Hans is going to be like one of the players. What's going to happen, chat? What's going to happen, YouTube? What's going to happen, everybody? This is the biggest thing besides Queen's Gambit right now. This is almost bigger than Queen's Gambit because cheating is such a big thing, right? Online, this and that, and like what is going on? There are people at the gym, right? And I go to the gym every day, right? If you haven't noticed, right? So I go to the gym, right? And I'm there, and there are people that walk up to me because they know that I play chess, right? So they're like, yo, did you hear about the beads thing? I'm like, the beads. Oh, that's what they call it. The beads thing, right? I'm like, yo, you don't even play chess. Like, what is this piece called, right? Like they don't even play, but they know about what's going on. It's really ridiculous. It's actually good. I mean, good for chess in a way. People are stepping up. There's a lot of people on. There's a lot of eyes on chess, but it's also bad because of what is going on. Like, is he cheating? Is he not? What is it, right? So, of course, chat, we now leave it up to you. If you're watching from YouTube, of course, put your comments under the video. We would love to hear it. But in chat, let's see what you got to say, chat. I'm curious to see what you have to say. Let's read the comments. Here we go. Okay, I haven't noticed. Canty, you even lift, bro. Yeah, that's, thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it, big fella. Wait, you lift? Yeah, just a little bit, right? But Magnus can't play in the U.S. Championship, right? He cannot. I don't think he ever would do that. Inject his whole drama straight into my veins. Wow. Do what Mr. B said. Full TSA body scanners. Jeez. Genius. I lift rooks. Can't be like, face. Watch the Yasha vid. Says Heat Miser. Absolutely. I'm going to recommend that to you guys as well. I'm going to watch the Yasha video. I've heard about this Yasha video. So it could be something to check out as well. Can somebody link that to me? That'd be great. I'll actually check it out later. Link it to me on Discord. I'm going to check that later. Magnus, 25 years of OTB. Chess has been crazy. A number of players, games, play styles. His chess intuition is world class. In my opinion, he's probably right about Hans. I thought about that too. I was like, you know what? He knows so much about the game that, he's taken losses before to the younger players and like Prague and like, the Indian players that be beating him up sometimes, right? But he ain't never tripped like this. He has never, ever tripped like this. Bruh. Something's going on. But it also, what if there's not, right? But that's definitely something's going on. Magnus still hasn't provided any proof that Hans cheated in a cup game. That's right. You're right. But we also, now that the statement says, yo, what, like this part right here is huge. I am limited to what I can say without explicit permission from Neiman. What does that mean? What does that mean? So you saying like, wait, bro, what does that mean? Like what? He has some knowledge that we don't know, that we do not know. And that's very, I mean, I'm like on the fence. I'm on 50-50 here. I'm like, well, shoot. I mean, like we said before, we only have so much information. So we can only make our own certain decisions, certain conclusions from the information that we have. But if Magnus provides some, or Hans provides some great information, then we can only go off of what's next, right? So it's different. It's just huge out here. Let me try to catch up with the chat. If Hans didn't cheat, Magnus would seem like fool. Yeah, correct. Lance Armstrong was never caught cheating during his active career, only after he retired. Dang, that's crazy. Other people beat Hans at Singfield. They did not underperform like Magnus did, playing at 43% accuracy. Wow, that's a big statement. That's actually huge. Obviously, the chess speaks for itself. What is he, if Neiman didn't cheat, he's the greatest chess genius in the world, which is unlikely. Wow, innocent until proven guilty still, but yeah, that is kind of put the ball in Hans' court. And the ball is in Hans' court, and it's like, hey, bro, play ball, big fella. You better say something, and you better say it good. Because if not, they're going to blackball him out of everything. Like, he's just not going to be able to play in anything, right? And right now, everybody calling, oh, a cheater this, cheater that. Bruh. I mean, like, imagine if he's not, right? But really, everything. I mean, there's jokes everywhere, all the time. I mean, everywhere I'd be seeing, they talking about the beads. Oh, it's probably the beads. Oh, snap. Like, it's really, really eating up the internet. Hans been quiet since chess.com checked him. It's mate and 2 for Hans right now. Isn't Hans playing in the U.S. Championship in a couple weeks? Yes, Lionel Carter. What's up, bro? And Hikaru has a video. I'll recommend you go check it out. I absolutely check out all of Hikaru's content on YouTube. He actually did post a video as well, and he mentioned that. That's how I knew. I was like, oh, it's in 2 weeks, and Hans is playing. That's where I got the information from. So big shout out to Hikaru. Thanks for the follow, Nathan CB. I mean, wait, what you say, MD Knight? I mean, what can Hans really say besides I didn't cheat? Wow, that's a great statement, MD Knight. You're actually right. You're actually right. But I think the permission thing here is really big. If something I have a look at the tweet's moving as we're talking. I got to see the movement. You can see it live. This is more than viral right now. This is more than viral, chat. This is more than viral right now. It's moving as I'm talking. The tweet is still booming. Figure out this statement from Carl's video. Yeah, he claims he got lucky and prepped against the Magnus show. If that's the case, he should be able to show evidence of that prep dated to before the match. And I was convinced. In fact, I was very convinced in the interview he had at St. Louis. In fact, when he talked about this and like, it was everybody like, oh, that's a great interview, right? Maybe it's a show, maybe it's not. But we about to find out something, chat. We about to find out something, and this is going to change. I mean, chess history in a way, bro. This gonna be big. This already is huge. Yosha's analysis shows that Hans is playing better than Fischer on his 20-game winning streak, better than Carlsen at his best, and better than Kasparov at his best. Interesting. Now, of course, here's like 2 things to think of that, right? 2 sides of the coin, right? What if he is? What if he is? Then what happens, right? What if he is? What if he's not, right? They're both plausible. All right, because Carl, I mean, maybe he's like, no, Carl. It could be. Let's say this, like Carlsen think that it is, right? Carlsen think that he not that good, but maybe he is that good, right? You know the Firouzja story, bro. What if he is? Come on, bro. What about the Firouzja story, right? What about the Firouzja? No, I'm not biased. I'm actually 100% like. What about the Firouzja thing, right? People don't know that a long time people all thought Firouzja was cheating growing up. But he was not, because he was just nasty. He was just that strong. Now that he's number 2 in the world, don't nobody say nothing. But there was a time when Firouzja was getting hammered because he was playing very strong, right? So, I mean, it is possible, right? It is possible. You can't rule that out. But Magnus also has a big point, because Magnus never has done this. Magnus has never done this in his life. Magnus has never, ever done this in his entire life. Right, which is huge. This is absolutely huge. This is why, and the only thing that shook me and shifted my statement to like 50-50 to being like 50-50 was when when we seen this, this is more information. We needed a statement, and we got the statement. And in the statement, he says, "I'm limited to. I ain't about to say nothing unless Hans say I can." Bro, that is huge. What do you mean? What? If Hans say, then what you about to say? That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. And if Hans says nothing, then I mean, like, it's like you can only go with what we given, right? It's crazy. It's literally crazy, bro. This thing is absolutely insane right now. It's spiraling out of control, Jack. Believe it or not, you have to respect Magnus' judgment. Oh, I like it. I like it. I absolutely love it here because now he has something back before Magnus was like, "Oh, I'm about to withdraw," right? And don't tell nobody nothing. I'm about to withdraw. Then he resigned the other game, and like, like, what is this? You ain't about to say nothing. You're about to say nothing. Like, what is that? What is that? Like, is he losing his mind? Right? Then people talking about, oh, is he like Fisher? Right? Is bringing that up. Is he losing his mind like Fisher? Bruh. Right? You remember that conversation? It's crazy. It's crazy. Is he losing his mind like Fisher? But then he says something, everything shifts because now we have more information, which is very big. So now Hans has to do the same thing. You need to come out with some info, big fella, to help, right? To help, or else it's gonna be real bad. It's gonna be real bad. But Hans' analysis of his own game, not 2,700. I mean, I think that can be an opinion, but also like, there's a lot. Even Fide, right? Think about that. Fide didn't find anything. It was like, yeah, he's still good because we can't find nothing. Nobody can find anything except Magnus. There's something different there, right? Nobody can find anything but Magnus. Not even Fide, the people that check them. They use RFID chips. I don't even know what the heck that is. Like, Bruh. They use some type of scanner thing after Magnus. And then I got this from Hikaru's video, right? But I mean, Magnus the only one that can find things right now. Now, of course, I gotta watch that Yasha video too as well. And he said, Max Glitchy is a good mentor. Yeah. In fact, I did see that. That was kind of funny about that. Hans lied about cheating on TV in his interview. Yeah, it's really nuts right now, chat. They can find anything because he needs a couple of moves per game. Hans actually got a supercomputer in his lipstick. I feel like if he come out pushing too hard, that he's not cheating, people gonna say he's being defensive. What about Fabi? Talking about, let me see what the chat says. Talking about how he knew a guy was cheating and then he didn't catch that person either. Wow. I actually didn't even see that. Oh, I think is that in the podcast? I heard about that in this podcast. Didn't even see that. I don't know. Of course, I'm always studying usually, so that's why I didn't see it. But they sort of followed LyRob52. Hans hasn't even responded to chess.com statement. Well, that's cool, right? But this one you're gonna have to respond to. There is no doubt about it. You're gonna have to respond to this one. So there's gonna be a response. Unless there's not a response, right? And then everybody's gonna make their own conclusion. He probably ain't gonna be invited nowhere. But you're gonna have to make something. Something gonna have to shake, big fella. Right? Canty, have you ever had any overboard 100% accuracy games? No, but I have had one online. Here, that was actually on stream, by the way. So I did it and I was like, oh, let's check it. And it was 100. I was like, oh, snap. Put it on the YouTube channel, actually. Go watch. 100% accuracy game is a King's Indian, of course. Why not? I'm a King's Indian legend out here. KID, be my first GMOTB with that. No, nobody would even believe at this point, right? Canty, can you confirm or deny Hans watched all your videos before turning? We probably deny. We don't play nothing of the same except it's Jar Jar Binks London. And in that case, it was not a Jar Jar Binks London. He actually had the black pieces. Beam, thanks for the follow. If Hans doesn't allow Magnus to speak, that would be very telling. Well, I mean, I think it's more about legalities, stuff like that. Being sued. In fact, that's why he's not really saying anything, which is pretty fire. A few GMs have talked about how they've been positive. They played against a cheater OTB. Have you ever had an experience? Thank you for the follow. Shout out to Ruin. Verify here. What up, though? Welcome to the stream. Let's get a shout out to Ruin in the chat. I have not experienced that. In fact, I actually did have one. I won't mention the name so we don't have this pop up. But there was a guy that was exposed for cheating. And I didn't actually think he was. I just was like, dang, he had a good game. But this was before they started banning headphones in tournaments. This was before I was playing, this was before they started actually banning headphones at tournaments. Now he went on a streak in Michigan and these other places and won a lot of tournaments. And it came out that he was cheating. In fact, he had somebody helping him with the blah 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 and this and that. And like, wow. So I'm like, well, I ain't the only one. But this is why you don't have headphones at the tournaments or any type of. That's the only thing that I've had ever, OTB cheating wise. And of course, I'm not gonna mention the name and none of that. I'm not trying to out to do it. Like it's not even nothing to do because that was a long time ago. I just don't understand why we have permission. If he has evidence, unless it was stuff Magnus shouldn't have access to. I mean, that's correct, LHA, but that's something I didn't even know he needed that. Right? I'm like, oh snap, right? So it's stuff we don't know yet. Oh wow, yeah, bro, it's crazy. Regardless if Hans cheated or not, high stakes OTB events should be increased security measures to baseline minimum. Delay broadcast wands, cameras. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I think right now, though, that chess is about to take a huge boom in a good way. Because when, stuff like this happens, it's sad that sometimes tragedy, stupid things, annoying things have to happen for you to start upping things, right? So, of course, the security for chess now in high-level tournaments is going to be next level. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's amazing. And that's what we want. You want that so you know that everything is what it is. Magnus in the process of being acquired by ChessCom, so they told him about Hans cheating in a multiple tournament, and they probably told him about a lot, and it's some information we probably don't know. I didn't even know about the Maxim thing. Who knows what Magnus know right now? I didn't know nothing about Maxim and Maxim cheating before and this and that. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, it could be a coincidence, but we don't know what that man know. And it's definitely like, oh snap. We need to somebody got to get to the bottom of this, right? Or it's never gonna die down as we thought it was. Oh, they ain't gonna say nothing. Now this came out. Oh, it's hot right now. It's a hot and ready, a $5 boy straight out of Little Caesars. Bruh. That boy hot. It's very hot right now in these streets. And Hans need to say something. Do you think you can take chess boxing? In fact, I would probably win chess boxing. Just not going to be honest there. Everyone interested in Neem's situation, watch this. Yeah, that's definitely probably a good video. I think everything out there right now is pretty good videos. Magnus name dropping Maxim is huge. I ain't know nothing about that Maxim thing. And he mentioned the name. Interesting. This is not outmaneuvering. This is pure brute force. And a little bit of both. I mean, but still, we have to wait until we hear stuff. Magnus just trying to get them rating points back. It's the Yasha video. Okay, Fred. Everyone asked me at work, did Hans cheat or not? Exactly. They don't even play chess. You got people asking you that don't even play, right? Bruh. Somebody 900 at the crib right now, feeling like they 2600. You hear about the chess thing? Of course I did. Of course I did, bro. Of course. You don't even play. 900 though. That's fine though. Like, I mean, hey, you higher rated than them, right? That's what we want. That's what we want, Chad. Keep working. Keep doing your tactics. Keep coming to the stream. Keep getting better. That's right. That's right. We in here. We in here. That's right. What up, MD Knight? Says, bruh. That's right. Top tier chess boxing. Average rating 564. They're trying to act like they know everything. Bro, you don't even play, bro. Bro, I'm 968, my guy. Man, get out of here. I'm 968. Bro, come on. Guys, 850 ChessCom, and he come to me, Hans cheat. He said how Magnus is best in the world. I'm like, you heard of stockfish? He like, what's a stockfish? Oh, you talking about like stocking fish? No. You know what? Here you go. Here you go. Garbage. Here you go. Here you go, bro. Here you go. Jeez, I'm 200, 400. 968, right? I'm better than you, and I'm like 1400. Yeah, that's what 1400 say. Bruh. That's why you always gonna be 1400. I mean, compared to people who don't play, we're big dogs, right? 968, my guy. Right. I would clap a 200 ELO person any day. I'm nice with it. I feel like Hans, man, you got his career rocks. Jeez. Ooh, killer. Oh, yeah, I'm always about to smoke. Look, I think, hey, bro, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to the boys. Hey, bro. I take all the smoke. Can FIDE give the points back if there was cheating like chess.com does? Absolutely. I spot 800 players. They kind of here. Stockfish? What opening is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't play no chess. Oh, okay. 950 about to do a blindfold Simo against 200s. That's practice, though. That's practice. That's practice, right? That's absolute practice. That's amazing. So, but yeah, this is the news chat. So, of course, this is 25 minutes here for YouTube. So, of course, we got to make sure the YouTube crowd as well gets the news. We make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. This is the news right now. This is crazy, and Hans got to say something. It's now on Hans, right? So put your comments on the video and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.